Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and we are going to be doing a special trade as we continue our Robinhood stock series. Now, I didn't want to do another episode before I made another deposit, but, well, there's some interesting developments that's been happening recently. So, you might have noticed that the investing has actually gone up almost a whole $100 since we first started last week. And if you go over to the history, you can see the last time I made a purchase was pretty much the last time we made the video, and the last deposit was $30 on February 19th. I think I need to start showing this every week just to show them not cheating and secretly buying stocks and making it look like the numbers are artificially inflated. By the way, it looks like Papa John's is paying a dividend soon, so yay. So yeah, this, in fact, if you go to 1 week, yep, there it is. It's been going up, and this was probably the biggest thing. It got up to $1,202.87. It's a little down again. That happens. That's the stock market. And a lot of it has to do with this stock right here. The Virgin Galactic Holdings. In the week since we started doing this, it has just exploded. It went up as high as $36.99, and it's still going high. Now, it's mainly because of companies like retail investors. So, like Amazon and Apple are like investing in it. Basically, this is space travel. And this has been one of the more popular stocks of mine. I was buying it at an average of $16.09 a share. I have 8 shares. It takes up 22.57% of my portfolio, partially because it's gone up so high. I've had $137.19 gain. On the other hand, a stock that I've had for a little while has kind of been stagnant. That's eBay. eBay is at $37.87. I've lost $2.54 on this stock, and there's about $75. Now, I'm going to do something a little unusual, because I definitely encourage diversifying the portfolio a little bit, but I'm going to take a little bit of a gamble. See, I want to buy a little bit more of the space stock while the stock is, within reason. I think it's going to go up a little bit more than this. And yeah, I could do another deposit, but I would rather diversify that money into other companies. So here's what I'm going to do. We are actually going to sell the eBay stock. So it hasn't really moved much. I think at one time it was, a couple dollars more than I bought it for, and now it's just like a couple dollars less. If the other stock is going up, I'd rather have the money there. So we're going to sell that, and it's cute. I don't know why it's cute. I guess the market's closed, but I don't know why it would be. The market actually should be open. And when it sells, we are going to buy space. All right, so we have now officially sold the eBay stocks. If you go to buy, as you can see, we have $80.62 available for trading. And the stock is down, so I don't think eBay is going to be tanking. It's not really growing. I've only lost $2.50 on it, so I figure let's cut the losses and move on. I might go back to eBay because I like the idea of owning eBay. I think they're going to be around for years, but for the time being, they're just not doing anything. So let's go back. By the way, these are all what I'm watching. Let's go to what I'm investing in. And I pretty much want to trade it for Virgin Galactic Holdings. This stock has done very well for me. It's on the rise again. Now, I'm pretty much just doing like an even trade for the most part. As you can see, the gains, the returns have been excellent. I have 8 shares, and I kind of like the idea of having 10 shares. If I truly believe in stock, I like to have at least 10 shares, if not a little bit more. Now, I don't think I'll be buying anything more from this for a little while. At least I don't think so, because it's taken up 23% of my portfolio. I like my stocks to take up 5%, but I'm gonna be gambling. And because I'm gonna be gambling, I'm gonna be watching this stock especially closely. And if it starts to tank and bring my portfolio down, then I'm moving on from it. So, okay, let's buy 2 shares. We're pretty much trading in the eBay shares for space. And all right, we've got 10 shares at an average cost of $19.70. It's now taken up 28.73% of my portfolio. That is unusually high. I don't typically let it get that high. And in fact, let's take a look at this Barron's article real quick, because it says Virgin Galactic stock has gone into orbit, beware the hype. Barron's finally found a stock performing better than Tesla. It is Virgin Galactic. Stock in Richard Branson's company, which promises to ferry tourists to the edge of space and back, is up about 200% year to date, crushing comparable returns of the S&P 500 and Dow Jones industry average. But it is also crushing Tesla's 105% year-to-date gain. That's saying something. So Virgin Galactic stocker, ticker SPACE, was up 14% more in Wednesday morning trading. The reasons for the rise, however, are a little mysterious. There are no recent research notes, and only 3 analysts cover the company, far fewer than the average number of analysts covering companies of similar size. Tesla, for instance, has more than 35 analysts covering its stock. All 3 Virgin Galactic analysts rate shares buy, but the top target price, according to Bloomberg, is $22 a share. The stock is trading around $33. What's more, it is trading at more than 1,000 times sales, not earnings sales. That's a high multiples. Barron's isn't taking shots at Virgin Galactic. Flights are slated to begin in 2020. Sales are just ramping up, and the business model may work spectacularly. We would like to go to space. But the stock action is still strange. It is unusual when a stock is 50% higher than the highest buy rating target on the street. It is something investors should be aware of. So here's the thing. It says here, longer-term investors shouldn't assume the recent gains are tied to fundamentals. Stock fundamentals such as earnings, growth, and market share win over time, but not over the short run. Investors still interested in space or Virgin Galactic don't have to take an all-or-nothing approach. Selling a little stock of any company at sky-high valuations is usually a good idea, but 100% of any position doesn't have to be liquidated. And buying a tiny position in expensive stock to cure FOMO or fear of missing out is another idea for staying in the investing game. If positions are starting at these levels, though, investors must possess an iron stomach to handle the validity. So yeah, we're going to be keeping a very close eye on this stock. A very close eye. In fact, here's the thing. It's getting to the point where if this goes up another $5, that's going to be like I'm probably going to set up an automatic sell so that it doesn't go below a certain price. Because look, I've definitely made my money back on this one. And yeah, they're not actually selling anything right now. This is all speculation, but we're going to, now where this guy is wrong is that there have been retail investors investing in the stock. That's why it's going up. But anyway, so we do have a few dollars left over. I would really like to get the Polar Power stock. It's a penny stock I'm interested in. I would also love to get Emphasis Energy. I actually wanted to get this last week. However, I didn't have the money. Again, we're investing a little, not a lot. And look at that. Look at that. I would have gained like $20 or more had I invested last week. So I'm keeping an eye on that one. That will probably be what we buy next week. However, one stock that I bought that's kind of going up a little bit is ACB. This is Aurora Cannabis. Let's see here. I've made 42 cents today. It seems to be going up. I don't know if any analysts yet. Analysts are, for the most part, saying buy and hold. And a hedge fund has bought up some of this. So you know what? Let's see if I can't get just a little bit more of this. Not a whole lot more. Let's do 5 shares. Or do we want to get 6, 7? No, let's get 5. Let's get 5 shares. Buy it. There we go. Got 5 more. I don't even smoke cannabis. So this is only taking up 2.16% of my portfolio. So if this gets wiped out, and look, it's definitely it seems to be doing good today, then then it won't be any, skin off my back. I might want to get 5 more shares, bring this up to an even 20. I like being in the 10s when I buy stocks. Now, we do have a few dollars left over, so let's go to crypto. Let us use this last little bit that we have, or, we can pretty much do $3 of it into crypto. Send the order because crypto seems to be doing good right now. And there we go. Bitcoin. Now let's go to Bitcoin. I've lost about $5 on this, but I was buying when it was high and then it went down. But as you can see, it's I've got $47.30. Now, one of the things I'm going to do with Bitcoin, I'm kind of mentioning this now, aside from using the pocket change, I think at the end of the year, or depending if the Bitcoin gets especially high, we're going to sell the Bitcoin by the end of the year and reinvest it into stocks. So that's why it's kind of like a little tip jar, if you will. You're putting money aside to basically use for another day, and you kind of hope that it grows. And, if it loses a little, I guess it loses a little, but whatever. All right. So anyway, that's where we are going to end this episode. We will be back next week with another $100 or so. But today I have gained $26.61. Well, $26.51. We'll see how it is at the end of the day. And in the week, I have gained $102.03 in the past week. So, yep, not bad. Not a bad start. Let's see how much farther we can go with this. Again, I want to stress, I have to mention this every time, I am doing play money. This is not financial advice. This is just what I am personally investing in. You are under no obligation to invest. In fact, if you want to do serious investing, a good rule of thumb, talk to a financial advisor and never spend anything more than what you are willing to lose. However, if you want to get into stock trading with Robinhood, I have a referral link below and you will get a free stock of a random company. It could be Groupon or Fitbit, but it could also be Apple, Google, or Microsoft. In fact, I like to point out this Microsoft stock that I have, this was a free stock that I got when I signed up for Robinhood. So it is entirely possible, and it has been nothing but a 100% gain since I got it. In fact, who knows, I really should sell this and reinvest it in something that's really exploding, but it's so consistently good, I don't see any reason to. But anyway, that's where we are going to leave this now. What do you think of these investments, and what are some of the things you bought on Robinhood this week? I would love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one. Oh, and invest wisely.